Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. I've got should be quick-ish couple things. These are actually in production now, but I'm doing it on my local database because I'm messing with a local database for the demo. So this is my local test database. You can see I've added some columns demo to 4 different tables here. And the thing to note about those tables also is a couple of them are in this other schema, all types, and then users and orders are the ones we're familiar with that are in the public schema. So if I'm in here, and actually this worth noting, this model is set up as or this connection set up for branch schema refresh. So if I jump in and I refresh schema, it's going to ask me for a branch, and there's also a couple of new inputs here that and the branch will only show up if you're not in a branch and you require a branch. But now you will always get a dialog when you go to refresh your schema. And the change is now I can specify a table or a schema filter, and these two work in conjunction with each other so that we can do selective refresh rather than refresh the entire database schema. So you'll see that'll run. Users picked up this new column, but if I go into like orders, that column's not there. I can come and refresh again, and maybe I actually want to refresh the all types schema. And actually, it's worth noting that this should work with wildcards. So you see I've got all underscore star, and if everything works correctly, order still doesn't have the demo column, but it did get picked up in the all types schema. If I come back in and refresh, without any filters, then I can jump back over to orders, and you can see that orders now has the demo column. So just the ability to select schema table combinations that you do or don't want refreshed. 2 kind of use cases for this. One is like if you're just iterating on a table and you want to have a faster refresh cycle, you can put in just that table name and filter the schema down, and then we don't have to blast through your whole database, all the schemas and all the tables. If you're doing a simple table name, no wildcards in it, and just one table name, then we'll actually push the table name down to the SQL so that we're transferring less data, asking for less data back. So that's going to be the fastest, is if you filter both the schema and a simple table name with no wildcards. The other thing I was going to show while I was doing that was, oh yeah, if you take a look at, I left my branch. We've got 3 schemas. I've actually got more schemas, but I've limited down to these 3 schemas in this model. And we've added, along with the ability to do wildcards in the selective refresh, I can now actually specify wildcards in the include schema box here. So if I do that and refresh, we'll actually undo this refresh. Just let it know that it's been updated. I'll refresh, no filters. Worth noting that when there are selected filters, we're doing an additive merge. We're doing a soft refresh. So it's never destructive if you're actually putting in any kind of filtering on there. So I've refreshed this schema. And if I jump back into my model, pick that up, you can see that now I'm filtering down to only those 2 schemas. using a wildcard. This same wildcard behavior is available for a feature that Steven added a couple weeks ago called offloaded schemas. So this is where it's probably most useful, is say I want to offload my dev DBT schemas. Then I could put in something in here like *_dev, and then as I add new schemas to my dev world, I'll pick them up as offloaded schemas without having to come in and modify the connection settings at all. So just a couple quality of life improvements around schema refresh and connection setting.